Hi, I'm Emily, and I am here with Maya Murphy's attorney, Ephraim J. Fink. Attorney Fink practices at Maya Murphy's office in Westport, Connecticut, and is admitted to practice law in both Connecticut and New York. My question today for Attorney Fink is, my husband and his ex-wife have joint custody, but his ex-wife has primary physical custody. Since the quarantine, my stepdaughter hasn't done most of the work given by teachers, and my husband just found out that it's by choice that she hasn't done it because he talked to her and her mom. I've tried offering her help either in person or by video conferencing because I'm a teacher, but her mom refused my help. She probably will pass by the skin of her teeth, but my husband isn't happy with her choice and knows it will affect her future. Are these grounds for changing physical custody, and can DCF get involved?
Thank you, Emily. Under Connecticut law and almost everywhere else, educational neglect occurs when a person responsible for a child's health, welfare, or care interferes with the ability of a child, usually age 7 to 15, to receive proper care and attention educationally. Now, to be sure, COVID-19 has provided an unprecedented time and backdrop to the educational system for schools and teachers, parents, and pupils. There have certainly not been many examples of parents being accused of educational neglect in this new setting during the crisis, which has resulted in remote learning, distance instruction for everyone, including students with special education needs and programs. Indeed, the child protection system would most likely be more lenient on the standards during the alternative methods of educating children at home during a global pandemic. That being said, complete disregard for the child's pedagogical and educational needs, even if under the difficult constraints of remote learning, could constitute educational neglect. If a home has a computer or a digital device and Wi-Fi, the parent cannot simply excuse their child from participating in basic instruction set up and offered by the school in whatever format it is. Complaints of that nature are generally made to DCF in Connecticut and can trigger an investigation as to whether there is a basis for educational neglect. Whether or not this is sufficient to completely modify or alter the current custodial plan or order will be guided by the best interest of the child standard. To be sure, in family law circles, this is still often considered a somewhat vague and nebulous standard. Two reasonable parents can certainly disagree on what is in the best interest of their child. The court will likely want some form of intervention before having to make a decision. That intervention would come in the form of either a family relations investigation with interviews of family members, as well as the collateral sources, such as your stepdaughter's teachers, coaches, therapists, and the like. And the parties can also opt for a private forensic inquiry with a GAL, which is called a guardian ad litem, or a family therapist. While performance in school is always an important measure of the considerations of whether the custodial arrangement is fulfilling the child's needs and meeting their best interests, the overall circumstances will also be viewed as well. If the child is well nourished, staying out of trouble, is socially and emotionally stable, etc., then the overall posture may be just as important, if not more so, than how the child performed during a few months during the unprecedented time of remote learning that set nearly everyone back in one way or another. If you have any questions about educational neglect during COVID-19 and how it may impact custody, please call me today at Maya Murphy PC at 203-221-3100.
Attorney Fink is available 24/7 and can be reached by calling 203-221-3100. You can also email Attorney Fink at efink@mayalaw.com, and please visit mayalaw.com for more information.